Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Welcome to WellsCountyVoice.com. Bluffton Tiger boys basketball here live on the Voice Sports Network. Game 1 and 2 for today. As the boys have taken the floor, the girls will take the floor tonight up at Eastside with a chance to cut down some cotton and grab a sectional title. They will face the Fort Wayne Canterbury Lady Cavaliers in a rematch of a game where they faced off here at the Tiger Den, and the Tigers down by 20, came back, closed that game within 2. I know, Marcus, you were there, and it's going to be a pretty exciting night for the girls.
Yep, it will be an exciting night, and I'm happy to see this rematch because I think we have a chance to do something special with, like you said, winning a sectional, since we haven't done that since 2003.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, so we have a great opportunity. Our girls are very prepared for it, and I know they're excited for it. Excuse me, and it's going to be a fun night. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I cannot be there, but it's going to be a fun night, and I know our girls do well.
But this afternoon, we've got the Bluffton Tigers, the 6-11 Bluffton Tigers, taking on the 12-2 Heritage Patriots. This is a rematch of a semifinal game in the ACAC tournament where Marcus and I traveled up to Heritage, and this Heritage team put on a show. Yeah. And I was just looking at the scorebook. In the first quarter, the Tigers were down 21-5, and they basically played them even the rest of the way, but the Patriots got out quickly. They defend well, they shoot well, they score well across their entire lineup, and I think you and I both said the same thing. It was a fun team to watch.
It was a fun team to watch, and the best part about that is they don't turn the ball over a lot. They move the ball very well. They share the rock, and they don't turn it over. They take very good care of it, and that's the part that we're going to have to do a better job of, is being patient defensively and kind of reading and reacting and rotating and just helping each other out on defense, because when they move it, they have shooters around the perimeter, and they'll shoot the ball too.
Yeah, and again, just looking back at the book in that game, here's what this team did on the floor. Just listen to how balanced the scoring is. Alec Burton led the way with 18, but he was followed up with Lamar Hudson Jr. with 10, Adam Beard 9, Jarrett Keese 8, Cameron Mitchell 8, Walter Kanapke 7. I mean, just scoring up and down the line. 1, 2, 3. They had 3 guys that hit a long ball. They shot 17 for 21 from the free throw line. 3 of those all 4 of those misses came in the fourth quarter. So they do a little bit of everything. And defensively, you're going to see a team that's quick on their feet. They get hands in the lanes. They stay down low.
Yep.
And just you can tell it's a really well-coached team. And, again, it's a fun team to watch. But, again, the Tigers played them even for 3 quarters. So if you can kind of get off to a good start and hang around, you never know.
Yep. And they don't give up driving lanes. One thing I remember about them, it's very hard to penetrate their defense and try to get in the lane and get something easy. They rotate and, like I said, read and react very well. And our Tigers, it's going to be a good game, and I think we're prepared for it, and I think we give them a different look this round.
Well, speaking of a different look, you're going to be interested in kind of the starting 5 tonight for the Tigers. And again, kind of coming off that Eastbrook game where we had several guys out either for injury or illness, so that kind of threw a new lineup onto the floor. But I'm curious to get your thoughts about this starting 5. Jonathan Irwin and Gabe Eisenhut will be the guards.
Okay.
They will be paired up with Gavin King, Everett Johnson, and Cole McConnell. So Gabe gets the start. Cole gets a start tonight.
Okay.
So what do you think about that? What do you think about that lineup?
I think we're going to be looking to get a lot of second chance opportunities here, but I think Gabe is very underestimated in terms of his ability to go in there and rebound and make it tough for the defense. So
the one thing about this Heritage squad is they're not very big. Their tallest guy on the team goes 6'4". So you got Cole at 6'7". Gavin 6'3". I mean, we don't have a lot of height either, but maybe Coach wants to see if Cole can use his size to their advantage.
And I think in our last game we competed very well on the boards, even being undersized and undermanned. I think Gavin did a great job of being everywhere on the floor, rebounding, playing defense. So let's see if we can bring that energy back in this game.
Both teams out on the floor, getting warmed up. Let's give you. They're going to do school songs here, and I don't know either one of them. So, Coach Singray is in his third year at Heritage. He's got a record of 30-29. Coach Benedict at 283 overall wins. He's 11-29 here at Bluffton. Sagan ratings, Heritage 64.6. They're 52nd in Class 3A. Tigers 53.5. They're 73rd in Class 2A. Patriots got by the Adams Central Jets in double overtime, 49-39. Tigers lost to Eastbrook, 70-64. Versus common foes, Heritage is a perfect 7-0. Tigers 3-4. Strength of schedule is pretty interesting. Heritage has not played a strong schedule. Their opponent's record is 96-135. Bluffton's opponents 129 wins to 145 losses. With that last win, Heritage has tied up the series over the last 30 years, 21 apiece. So this will break that tie. And again, the Heritage won the last outing back on January 11th, 61-43. Sagarin prediction tonight, Heritage by 6, 48-42. So again, after this game, we'll pack things up and head on up the east side where the Lady Tigers will be taking on the Lady Cavaliers of Canterbury for a sectional final. As we finish up the school songs. So again, kind of switching back over to the girls' game. What do you remember about that Canterbury game, and what I think the Tigers fell behind by 20,
Yep.
Worked their way back. What are you looking for the Lady Tigers to do a little bit different tonight that maybe they didn't do in that game?
Well, I would love to see them come out with that same effort and energy that they came out with last night, and then it'd be nice if Emmy Boots can come out and score 15 points in the first quarter. But, that could happen, but also I would like to see us, play like we've kind of played all season, but take it to another level. We're in a position where we could bring something home, a championship home. So I want our girls to, play it like it's a normal game, like they've been playing all season. Very professional, just executing down the stretch and whenever they need to. But the Canterbury team, they're a really good team. They execute, they play well together, they sit down, they play defense, and I think they're the best challenge for our girls, and I think on the other end, our girls could beat them and do something different than what they did their last meeting.
Canterbury got off to a hot start in the first quarter in that game against Eastside, as we caught a little bit of that before we packed up and left. And it looks like they pretty much held on to that lead the rest of the way. Both teams out on the floor. We're going to take a quick break, thank a couple sponsors, and we will be right back here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Mentor, Marcus Morgan on the call for you this afternoon as the Heritage Patriots have come to the Tiger Den. Here are the starters for the Heritage Patriots. A 6-foot junior wearing number 10, Alec Burton. A 6-foot sophomore, number 12, Jarrett
Keese, a 6'1" junior, number 24, Walter Kanapke, a 6'4" senior forward, number 32, Lamar Hudson Jr., and a 6'4" senior forward, number 42, Adam Beard.
And we always, we talked about their last matchup, is there's always a Kanapke.
There's always a Kanapke. Yep, there's always a Kanapke. For the Tigers, changing it up just a little bit. For the Tigers in a guard spot, 5'10", junior, number 12, Jonathan Irwin. A 6'3", junior forward, number 20, Gavin King. A 6'1", junior guard, number 30, Gabe Eisenhut. 6 foot junior forward, number 34, Everett Johnson. And a 6'7" center, number 35, Cole McConnell. Those will be the Tiger starters. We'll get the starters one more time from the PA announcer. Mike Murray. So again for the Tigers tonight, it's Irwin, King, Eisenhut, Johnson, and McConnell. For the Patriots, it's Burton, Keese, Kanapke, Hudson, and Beard. So Mike Murray getting ready to introduce the starters as well. Then we'll get the national anthem. A little bit of a late start here. Tigers JV notched a win. So here are the Patriot starters. Number 10, Alec Burton. Number 12, Jared Keys. Number 24, Walter Kanapke. Number 32, Lamar Hudson Jr. And number 42, Abram Beard. Patriots coached by Coach Singray. Here are the Tiger starters. Number 12, Jonathan Irwin. Number 20, Gavin King. Number 30, Gabe Eisenhut. Number 34, Everett Johnson. And Cole McConnell gets his start tonight. As Coach Benedict brings his Tigers out for the second time facing Heritage. National anthem coming up. We've got a breakaway for this. We'll be right back.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for three by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928. It's a great call that saves you time and money.
And they bring the ball down across the timeline. Wingman is open. He dribbles around, finds an open man in the corner, jumps, shoots, scores. Hi, Tim Steffen, Steffen Financial Group. Wish your retirement was as easy as jump, shoot, score? Come to see us at our office at 110 West Cherry Street, or call us please at 824-8175. Let us work for you to reach your financial goals. Jump, shoot, score. Let us help you with that. Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana.
Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Just getting ready for the opening tip. There's going to be Abram Beard jumping against Cole McConnell. As Cole getting his first start of the season. And Heritage will handle the opening tip. Kanapke will handle. This is Burton. Burton led Heritage in scoring against in the previous game against the Tigers. He finished with 18. Number 12 is Keese. Burton gets into the lane. And we'll get a foul just before he dished off to Lamar Hudson Jr.
And Scott, one of the worst things that happened last night or last game the boys played is Everett got in foul trouble early. And I would like to see him stay on the court just as long as possible tonight.
A step back three is missed. Loose ball on the ground. It's going to go the direction of the Tigers. Irwin and Eisenhut will be the guards. King and Everett Johnson the forwards. Cole McConnell will be in the center. And the Tigers will turn it, well, almost. Ball is loose. Tigers somehow managed to get it back. Everett Johnson, bodies flying. Ball loose again, and finally a whistle. Wow. Everett picks up his second.
Just
1 minute into the game. And Max Corral, who did not play against Eastbrook due to a fever, will replace Everett. That's a nice move by...
Yeah, and we saw him do that a multitude of times last time he played. Going back to Everett, Scott, it really hurts with him not being on the floor. Just you can see there the effort that he brings, even diving on the ball for loose balls. But right there, he get just a simple loose ball foul, and it just doesn't help the team.
Alec Burton with the foul, his first, team's first. They get it into Corral. He'll go back outside with it, King. Irwin between the circles. Eisenhut dumps it down in the corner to Corral. King, top of the key. Max over to Gabe. We'll go back down to McConnell. Cole turns. I wouldn't mind seeing him trying to take that off the glass.
I agree.
Burton, right around the free throw line, doesn't get the bounce. Tigers save it in the hands of Gavin King. 2-0, 2 minutes into the ballgame. Irwin with a little dribble penetration.
Good take.
And he'll be fouled and shoot two.
I think it throws a lot of defenders off because Jonathan Irwin is known as a shooter, but he puts it on the floor very well, and he can take it to the basket and get a bucket there as well.
Jonathan Irwin to the line. Jonathan led the Tigers in scoring in the last Heritage game with 13. Makes the free throw. And the second one is going to rim out. Score stays 2-1, 5:40 to go in the first. Kanapke. to Beard to Keese. Coral is going to get the assignment against Hudson. And a nice job by Max fending him off for that defensive rebound. Irwin will give it up to King. Eisenhut in front of the Patriots bench. Tigers work it around the perimeter. Coral, a little dribble penetration, stopped at the elbow. It's going to be knocked away. It'll stay Tiger basketball. Number 14, Cameron Mitchell checks in for Heritage. Mitchell had 8 in that first game. Riley Johnson will check in for Bluffton.
Good minutes there by Cole.
Riley had 9 in that game.
And we talked about we wanted to see Riley out there the other night because he had such a good game.
Yep, up at Madison Grant.
Good take.
Max can't get the running floater to drop. Burton baseline drive, and we're going to get another Tiger foul here. That's going to go against Irwin. Irwin's first, team's third. Two-1. Beard in front of the Tigers bench to Mitchell. Kanapke. Evan Bumgarner getting set to check in. And a travel call. We'll give it back to the Tigers with 4:09 to go. So good to see Evan back out on the floor. He did not play against Eastbrook with what we were told was a thigh bruise. Evan goes right side to Coral. Back to Evan. Max holds. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first. Riley Johnson will hold at 3:42. Gavin goes cross court. Irwin.
Simple motion offense for the Tigers here, Scott. Just moving without the ball. And those are the type of shots you get.
An open three for Irwin doesn't fall. 3:14 on the clock. It's still 2-1. And Evans going to pick up a foul.
I'm not almost sure about that one, Scott. I thought he was moving his feet very well. It's kind of a quick call, wouldn't you say?
I agree. Fourth foul on Bluffton, first on Bumgarner. Beard between the circles, gets a screen by Mitchell, and gets loose, gets to the rim and lays it in. Abram Beard, 4-1. See if Bluffton can answer back. One possession ball game. Irwin in the paint off the glass, but he's going to get fouled on the way. It's going to be Burton's second, so he'll sit down. Parker Tracy checks in. Tracy did not score in the first game. 2:35 to go. Evan inside the top circle, goes right side King, looking for Max. Oh, and he misses the bunny. It was a nice possession. They got a great shot, but Max couldn't finish. Cal Springer in. Eisenhut will check in. So on the floor for the Tigers, it's Bumgardner, Irwin, Coral, Eisenhut, and Riley Johnston. Tigers' little backcourt pressure. Heritage breaks. Beard gets it to Knapke in the corner, picks up his dribble.
Good defense there by the Tigers.
Heritage will reset, under 2 minutes to go in the first. Knapke an open three, got it.
And coach was yelling that short guy has to get up in the shooter there in the 2-3.
Tigers yet to put a field goal on the board. 7-1. .124 to go, Tiger turnover, Heritage basketball. Keese for three, got it. Jared Keese's three makes it 10-1. Tigers will take a timeout. We'll take a break and be right back.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. A minute 16 left in the first. Patriots have opened up a 9-point lead, 10-1. Tigers have had some good looks, but haven't finished. Eisenhut in the corner to Riley Johnston. Under a minute to go. Irwin baseline drive, bumps off a Patriot, and is going to get called for the charge. His second. Coach will get him out of there. Landon McClisher will replace him. 45 seconds to go, 10-1. Loose ball picked up. It's going to be off Bluffton. Abram Beard fighting for it. 33 seconds to go. Keys to Knapke. Beard holds at 22. Beard at 12. Max doing a nice job on him. 4 seconds left. And they will count it. Cameron Mitchell with the clock running out. 12-1 as we head to break.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
To the second we go, 12-1. Jonathan Irwin sank a free throw for the only Tigers points so far. On the floor for the Tigers, Bumgardner, Coral, Eisenhut, King, and Landon McClish. So Tigers started big, now they're running small. They get it down to Evan, and he's trying to get it down the baseline to Max, but Keese with the steal, and back come the Patriots. Looking back into that first game a few weeks ago, Tigers gave up 21 in the first quarter. They hold them to 12 here, but still down by 11. And Eisenhut's going to commit the foul. Cole McConnell getting set to check back in. Tanner Cooley not available on the Tiger bench this afternoon. Looks like he had an ankle injury in the JV game. Number 22 is Parker Tracy for Heritage. Keese for three. No. Defensive rebound for Evan Baumgartner, and Evan will push. Yeah, go ahead, Marcus.
And Scott, the Tigers need to find some offense here. They're kind of just running through the motions. They're not coming off screens hard or cutting to the basket hard, and it's kind of really hurting them because those are the important things when you're facing a good defensive team like this. You have to do the things offensively and the things without the ball in order to get open and make a shot and things like that. So.
Beard comes back in for Mitchell. (12-1), 6:33 to go in the second. King gets into the paint.
Good runner there.
And rolls off the edge of the rim. Kanapkin is steal by Bumgardner. Evan on the run to the rack, off the glass. No. Ugh. .6:13 left. Tigers still stuck at one. Heritage breaks the press. Tracy goes back to Beard. Beard kicks it up top. Kanapke will launch a three. Rims out. Hudson with the rebound. And that should be Bluffton basketball. It is. Mitchell back in. Hudson goes out. Under 6 to go here in the second. Coral to Bumgardner. Max gives it up to Eisenhut. King and Eisenhut go back and forth with it. Gavin will fire a three. No. One and done for Bluffton. Keese with the rebound. Coach is going to tap Irwin to get up, as well as Everett Johnson. Both those guys playing with 2 fouls. And we're going to get another Bluffton foul here. It'll be against Max Coral. Not quite sure why he's at the line.
1 and 1.
Well, it's only 6 free fouls. That's what the board says. Misses the front end.
So we're going to assume the board's wrong here, Scott?
Well, I guess we got to, right? Everett inside. Nothing is falling.
Just can't get anything to go this afternoon.
Under 5 to go, 12-1. Nobody has scored in this quarter. Keese will back it up at 4:41. Parker Tracy.
Good help defense there by JJ.
A little floater by Keese. He's got 5. Breaks a long scoring drought for both teams. 14-1 Heritage.
He's going to get a 3.
Yep. Eisenhut picks up his dribble near the baseline. Looking. And it's going to turn it over. Kanapke. Timeout Bluffton. Kanapke's got 5. We'll take a break. Be right back.
If you're looking for a professional home improvement contractor for a large or small project, or if you're ready to turn your house into the home of your dreams, call Dave Brenneman with Double D Home Improvement. With 17 years of experience, Double D Home Improvement is ready to work with you on your individual project needs, budget, and schedule. Double D is licensed and insured and will take care of obtaining all the proper permits to ensure your project is in compliance. Go ahead and make the call to Dave at Double D Home Improvement, 824-8593. That's 824-8593.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 16-1. We have finished 1.5 quarters. Tigers have been stuck at 1 for a while. And another Tiger turnover. Riley Johnston perhaps looking for a call, didn't get it. Max Coral getting ready to check back in.
Good defense.
Nice job by Riley. Yep. Beard will inbound. Number 34 is Cal Springer. Kanapke will hold. Beard between the circles. Right side Kanapke. Springer top of the key.
And Scott, if you look, I just saw Kanapke screen one of his teammates to get him open even without the ball, and it's just, I want to see the Tigers do that on their offensive possession.
Kanapke for 3. Nice rebound by Everett. And under 3 to go. Bluffton down by 15. Irwin to Johnston. Riley picks up his dribble near the free throw line. Gives it up to Coral. Max, nice spin move. And he's going to be fouled. And will shoot 2. Beard with the foul, 6th foul on Heritage. And that ends a long drought for Bluffton. One for two for Max, 16-2. Kanapke dumps it off to Beard. Cole McConnell back on the floor for Bluffton. Two minutes to go in the first half. They look pretty content just to burn clock right now. Mitchell straight to the hoop, and he's going to be fouled. McConnell's first, team's 8th. Mitchell now with 3. It was 12-1 at the end of the first, 17-2 right now. And 1-2 for Mitchell. Tigers back to full strength tonight, aside from Tanner Cooley, who was injured in the JV game. Going to get a Patriot foul here. Parker Tracy with the foul. That puts Bluffton in the bonus. Max Corral to the line. He's 1 for 2 from the line. Max makes the first. 17-3, 17-4. 1:20 to go in the half. Double Keese up, gets it over to Kanapke. Beard back to Kanapke. Keese with under a minute to go. And a kick ball will stop the clock at 55 seconds. Heritage basketball holding 13. Keys crosses the timeline at 48 seconds. Mitchell now. That's going to be Everett's third. It is. Irwin in for Johnson. To the line is Parker Tracy. Makes the front end. (18-4). And 1-2 for Tracy. 43 seconds left. Bumgardner got it. Evan Bumgardner for 2. First field goal of the night, courtesy of Evan Bumgardner.
I'm always waiting for him to set up that crossover into that pull-up jump shot from about mid-range there.
22 seconds left. See if Tigers can get a stop and get another shot at the basket. 13 seconds, although I doubt Heritage gives them this opportunity. 8 seconds. And they find an open Mitchell with 3 seconds left. Well, at the end of the first half, teams go to the locker room. Bluffton down by 14, 26. We'll be back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of a memory.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. On the floor of the Tiger Den, are all of our future Bluffton Tiger cheerleaders. This is always a great event because you can see just the scores of parents all filming. So a nice crowd for the future cheerleaders. 20-6, Marcus. And I was looking back into that first game. Heritage put up 21 in the first. And you think, all right, we cut their scoring down by 9 points in the first quarter. We hold them to 8 points in the second quarter. Yet when you look up at the scoreboard, the differential is about the same. We were down 15 in game one. We're down 14 now. We've got one field goal to speak of.
Yeah.
So what do you see that's going on out there, and what's Coach talking about here at halftime?
Well, from my perspective, I'm just disappointed in the offensive effort and the execution. Looks like we're just running through the motions. You know, we're running. It's just a simple offense, Scott, if you could watch. Just easily motion offense. And what you need to do in a motion offense, you need to pass and screen away from the ball, screen the ball every once in a while. Just screen each other to get each other open. And you need a guy, and I like that shot that Everett made at the end of the half. We need a guy who gets that ball screen or comes off of a screen and just attacks the basket or looks for a shot. I don't see our guys looking for their shot. We come off the screen, I feel, half-heartedly. We don't really look at the basket to see what we have first. We kind of look for the first pass. I want to see us, look at the basket, see what we have at the basket. If we can drive it there, drive and kick, whatever. We're just passing it along to the next guy, to the next guy. We need to see what we have at the basket first and then make that decision. I don't see us doing that.
Yeah, to that point, I thought a couple guys had an opportunity to take it to the hole, but instead they picked up their dribble, stopped and turned, and kicked it back out.
And I see a lot of our guys, kind of get in the lane, never look at the basket and just kick it
Right,
back out.
right.
You know, you're already in there. Look to see what you have. Try to get
Right.
fouled or whatever. It's just, it's as a how do I want to say that? It's just frustrating to see that because I think we have so much offensive potential, and with our guys being back full healthy, I want to see Max try to attack the basket. You know, JJ. I haven't seen JJ put up a shot, and I know credit to credit Heritage defense. They've always played great defense. We saw that in the first game, but I think we have guys. If we screen correctly, we can get JJ a shot, Max a shot. I have not seen that, and I don't think. And at a point, it's kind of playing selfishly in individual basketball if we're not doing that for our teammates.
Well, 20-6. Here's the stats. Again, Heritage very balanced scoring-wise. Parker Tracy off the bench, 1 for 2 from the line. He's got 1. Lamar Hudson Jr. with 2. Abram Beard with 2. And 3 guys with 5. Kanapke, Mitchell off the bench, and Jarrett Keys all with 5. 12 in the first, 8 in the second, 20 at half. For the Tigers, not a lot of scoring to talk about. Jonathan Irwin, 1 for 2 from the line, has 1. Evan Bumgardner, the only guy with an actual field goal in the first half, has 2. Max Coral got to the line twice. He's 3 for 4 from the line. Tigers 1 in the first, 5 in the second for 6. They are 4 for 6 from the line. I think I remember Jonathan maybe getting off 1 3 in that entire first half. Everett again got an early foul trouble. That took him off the court.
That definitely hurt the Tigers in the aspect as you lose your hustle player. Without him on the floor, you limit yourself in second chance opportunities. You miss that hustle, and it's unfortunate because he needs to do a better job of keeping himself on the floor. No one else can keep him on the floor but himself. So he needs to understand that if he's being blocked out, then let's not go and get it this time. Let's, get back and play defense. And I know you got to credit him because he's always hustling and trying to just get extra opportunities and do the best that he can. But sometimes you have to understand, hey, I'm being blocked out, and over the back isn't the best thing for the team.
And if you remember, one of those was a loose ball foul.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Right?
And those can go either way, and it's unfortunate that he got that, which helped him pick up his third foul, and that didn't help the Tigers any at all.
Well, and Everett's the one guy that when he does get the ball in the lane, he does turn and look, right?
Yep, and he does, yeah. And this half, I love it because Everett can do it all on the floor. He can get at the top of the key and take it to the basket. But I want to see us, screen him block to block and see if we can get something inside so he can lay it in. I don't think it helps when he takes it in, looks to see what he has at the basket, don't put it up, and then kick it back out to guard. I think he's strong enough to, bully his way without, picking up a fourth foul on the offensive, without using his offhand. I think he can finish at the rim, so let's get him to the rim and let's finish.
Cole McConnell gets to start today, Marcus, but I don't know that he actually touched the ball down low. And is that a case from your perspective that we're not doing a good enough job of feeding him the ball, or is Cole not doing a good enough job getting himself in a position to receive the ball?
Well, like I said, I want to credit Heritage's defenses. They front the post. They have help on the backside. But I think our guards need to, when he screens, he can open himself up, for an easy bucket or for an open shot. So let's see him get out there and screen and see if he can find a shot at the basket. He needs to be stronger, kind of box him out, get under the basket and lay it in. And our guards just need to do a great job of seeing him, making sure that he's in their peripherals and, get it into him.
Well, again, after this game, the gear will get packed up and the van will head up the east side as the girls will fight for a sectional championship as they take on the Lady Cavaliers of Canterbury. That game, there's a couple conflicting reports out there, whether that starts at 7:30. Right now, the majority opinion seems to think it's a 7:30 start. So that's what I'm anticipating. 20-6 is your score right now. Leading scorer for Bluffton, Max Coral with 3. Only 1 field goal. Evan Bumgardner has that field goal. in what was a nice shot by Evan. You know, I think there's more opportunities for that shot for Evan to take that shot around the elbow, especially on nights where we're struggling to score points. I'd like to see Evan get a little bit more selfish and go ahead, and if that shot's open, take it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And like I said, I love to see him set that crossover up into that jump shot. I think from that position on the floor, he's very good. And I think next I want to see him set the crossover up and, you know, finish at the rim or get to the line. He had a nice move where he stole the ball and kind of bungled the layup there at the end. But I want to see him continue to do that. Be aggressive defensively and just be a presence offensively and make it tough for the defense. What we're not doing is we're not making it tough for the defense in terms of not coming off the screens hard enough, having the ball triple threat, ripping through and looking at the basket. When you don't do those things, the defense doesn't have to worry about, oh, this guy's not a scoring threat. You have to make yourself a scoring threat by doing the necessary things, you know, out on the court.
And the other thing about this Heritage team, I think we talked about it a little bit in the pregame show, is they don't turn the ball over.
Exactly,
and they're very patient. So consequently, what happens when you're down by 14, you're not going to get a lot of offensive opportunities. So when you have the basketball, you got to make the most of them. And
you have to limit them to one shot. Because like you said, you don't turn the ball, you don't get Heritage doesn't turn the ball over a lot, so you limit them to one shot, you know, and they're going to make you sit down and play defense. So once you sit down, you recover the miss, you know, you got to go out and score on your own because they're going to take time off the clock, and you're going to see them do a lot of time here in the second half because getting out here with a win is all they want to do. Doesn't matter if it's by 2 or by 15. They just want to get out of here with the win, and they will take time off the clock to do so.
Absolutely. $1:30 to go before we get the third quarter started, so we're going to take another timeout. Thank a couple more sponsors. Be right back.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 26 as we head to the third.
And Scott, before we get started here, I want to give a shout out to Evan Bumgarner's grandparents, Don and Lynn, who listen to all of his games and loves to listen to us commentate them. So thank you, Don and Lynn, for listening. And we love to hear long-time listeners and things like that. We love to give you shout-outs, and we appreciate you guys listening out there.
Yep, absolutely, and it's great to see Evan back out on the floor. We missed him up at the Eastbrook game. And Evan will be on the floor to open up the third. It's going to be Bumgarner, Coral, Johnston, Irwin, and King.
And this is a lineup that we're used to, huh, Scott?
Yeah, aside from Everett. I mean, Everett's not out there. Everett's kind of saddled with 3 fouls right now. So here we go. Tigers down by 14 as we open up the third. Beard kicks it out. A long 3 by Keese is off the back iron. Ball picked up by Coral, and the Tigers will come back the other direction. So there you go, one and done. Now see what Bluffton can do on the offense. Bumgarner gives it up to Irwin. He'll fire a long 3 and got it. Down it goes. Jonathan Irwin. And just like that, 3 points for the Tigers, 50% of what we scored in the first half in one shot. Tigers will put some pressure on in the backcourt. Kanapke will break with Keese, who will give it up to Alec Burton. Tigers did not allow Burton to score in the first half. He was their leading scorer in the game a couple of weeks ago with 18. Keese in the corner, back to Burton. 1 minute gone here in the third. Plenty of time left for the Tigers to find themselves with an upset of the Patriots. Beard to Burton. He'll launch a three. And one and done again. See if Bluffton can continue to chip away at this 11-point lead. 20-9. Johnston to Coral. And they find Riley Johnston. There you go. That's what we saw up at Madison Grant.
And I like this backcourt pressure here, Scott. And that's the hands we want to get it into in the short corner of the trap.
Beard will take it back up top. Burton holds at 5:49.
Good rebound there by Evan.
.528 left. Kanapke with the foul.
Good take there by Max.
Lead down to 7. Tigers making a little run. Burton holds at 4:48. Kanapke launches a three short. And it's going to be out of bounds off Heritage. Bluffton basketball. Tigers with a chance to continue to work this lead down. 20-13. It's a 7-0 Bluffton run. Irwin outside. Johnston for three. No. Would have been huge.
Yep. What a start the Tigers have came out with. I think they've shot more shots here in the third quarter than they did in the whole first half. Finding good looks.
Beard to the line, shot up, no good. Foul's going to go against Gavin King. His first, team's first. Beard is 0 for 2 from the free throw line. And gets the second one to go down. (21-13) Heritage, halfway through the third. Jonathan Irwin picked up by Keese. Johnston back to Irwin. Takes it, gets it to drop. Oh, they're going to call the foul before the shot. They'll shoot two. Well, I think you wanted to see more of that from Jonathan, and you got it. Keese with the foul. Irwin to the line, got it.
And he's been very aggressive off the dribble here today, and I'm really liking the way he's playing.
Lead is 7, 21-14. Irwin makes both. Boy, completely different squad out there right now.
Great job. Good hustle there.
Tigers going to lose it out of bounds in front of their bench. 3:30 to go, 21-15. All of a sudden, it's a two-possession basketball game. Nice Tiger run here to open up the third, 3:24 to go. Burton slicing into the lane, off the glass, good. That's a nice shot by Alec Burton. His first points. 23-15, 3:09 to go. Everett Johnson working on Hudson, gets it back. Working still, can't get the reverse to go. That's okay. I'll take those shots. Bumgarner on Kanapke. Under 3 to go. Oh, there we go. That's going to be Everett's fourth. So Everett's going to have to come back off the floor again. Gavin King will replace him. 23-15. Kanapke gives it up to Beard. Keese drops it down low. Kanapke on the block off the glass. That's a nice take by Kanapke. He's got 7. Lead back to 10. King saves it, but in the hands of Kanapke. Beard in the paint. He'll just lay it in. No, misses. Under 2 to go here in the third, 25-15. Irwin fires the 3. Got it. Down it goes. Jonathan Irwin. 9 overall for Irwin. 8 in the quarter. Hudson to Kanapke. $1:30 to go. It's a 7-point game. Irwin comes and helps out on Beard. Burton will back it up with a $1:18 to go. .107. And again, you can see how patient they are. Now they'll get it in to Hudson and can't finish. But again, you can kind of see his interior moves.
Yep. And he has a lot of them, doesn't he?
He does.
Solo to up and under. Everything.
Evan crosses the timeline at 49 seconds. Irwin in traffic, has it blocked. See if Heritage wants to play last shot. 30 seconds. Kanapke at 26. Beard holding 22. They will close out the quarter. Kanapke at 13. Hands off to Beard, 10. Beard working at 7. And they'll throw it away. Tigers will have 3 seconds to work with. Bumgarner quickly up, gets the shot off, and time will run out, but the Tigers slice into this lead. They cut it in half, 25-18. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome back. We head to the fourth, 25-18. It was a 12-5 quarter for Bluffton. Tigers open up with the basketball. Boy, there was a foul down there and nothing called.
I agree.
Riley basically got run over. (25-18), 7:34 to go in the ball game. Heritage holding 7. Burton tied up nicely by the Tigers. Mitchell gives it back to Burton. Both teams with a couple fouls. Everett Johnson on the bench with 4. Kanapke to Burton. Burton will back it up. Clock close to 7 minutes. Keese down to Burton, back to Keese. Mitchell gives it back to Burton, 6:39 to go. Max doing a nice job staying on top of Mitchell. Now Gavin will have him. And again, you can see how much time they're able to work off the clock.
That's a travel.
Yep, that is a travel. Turnover, Heritage.
Is their coach really arguing was that a travel or not?
Yeah, I mean, he stopped and hopped.
Yeah.
I
think he bounced twice with the ball. Yeah.
6 minutes to go. 25-18. Riley Johnston for 3. Yes! Down it goes. Riley Johnson has 5. Timeout. That's actually a Bluffton timeout. We'll take another quick break. Be right back.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
(25-21). It's a 4-point contest. This lead was 14. Tigers have trimmed it by 10. Tigers will pick up the pressure in the backcourt. Kanapke picks up the basketball. And Tigers create the turnover.
This game easily at hand here.
Tigers with a chance to cut it to 1. Johnston gets into the paint, goes outside to Coral. Coral, a little floater, short. Irwin backs up, 5:13 to go, 25-21. Kanapke stops short of the midcourt. Gets it to Keese. Five minutes left. And we're going to get a Bluffton foul here. Coral with the foul, his second, team's third. Keese gets Gavin King in the air but misses, and Riley Johnston with the rebound. Tigers back the other way, 25-21. Well, during halftime, Marcus, we said they had to limit them to one shot. They've been pretty successful at that.
I agree. Yep. They've done that from the start of the quarter.
Irwin hands off to Bumgardner. Evan, a little spin move at the elbow, goes outside with it. Gavin for three, no. Bounced around the rim but couldn't drop. Burton picks up his dribble, gets it into the hands of Abram Beard. Halfway through the fourth. Mitchell to Burton. Burton will back it up at 3:46. Behind the back dribble.
What?
Yeah, wow. Boy, that's pretty ticky.
Yeah.
Irwin's third. (25-21). Beard feeding Mitchell. Mitchell turns. No. Coral fighting for it, still fighting. Max with a nice job, finally pulls it down. Tigers back the other direction. Down by 4. Bumgardner gives it up to Coral. King runs into traffic, will take it from the elbow, doesn't get it. Tigers got to go back to work on defense.
Travel.
Gavin King gets called for the foul, his second, team's fifth. Hudson checks in. Three minutes left. (25-21). Irwin on Burton. And Heritage turns it over.
Good defense there by the Tigers.
Boy, we really need to convert offensively.
Yep, I agree. We need something right here.
Beard coming off the floor. I think he's got a bloody nose. Bumgardner hands off to Irwin. Tigers need a bucket. Irwin backing down. Burton gives it up to Bumgardner. Evan between the circles to Johnston. Back to Bumgardner. Keese on him. Johnston with a little bit of penetration goes back up top to Irwin. Patriots doing a nice job sitting down on defense. King. Back to Johnston coming down to the 2-minute mark. Irwin, a long three. No.
Is that the shot, Scott?
No, I think that's not the shot. Because they are going to make you work right now.
Yeah, I think
you may be forced to put them on the line. Keys to Kanapke, 1:37 to go.
And they're going to try to keep it out of maybe 14 and
timeout Heritage.
32's hands. Here's the thing about that last shot, Scott. I think if we get something at the rim, we're still okay. So I think we should have kept reversing it, trying to get something at the rim, and then we get back on defense, get a stop, and we're back on our other end. And we had an opportunity there, but we just missed it.
Yeah, I thought it was a little deep. I like Jonathan from the wing or from the corner a little better than I do from the top of the key. I don't know. I mean, Jonathan's hit a couple of shots kind of right down here, kind of in the far corner and the far wing. That's where he's been hot.
How much time do you think we waste until we put him on the line here?
I think if it gets under a minute, you got to stop the clock. I mean, you need 2 scores. .121 left. Kanapke at 116. Beard. What do we got here?
Got an intentional here.
All right, Bumgarner on the foul.
Can we foul a guy without the ball, Scott?
Yeah,
See,
sure.
I think we should foul number 32. Just like they do it in the NBA. They don't even let you pass the ball in, though. See, that's what happens.
There you go. That's a backbreaker there.
Yeah.
27-21, Tigers got to hurry. Max on the drive, nice. Timeout Bluffton. They're down to 1. They'll be back.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? 7th grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every 7th grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your 7th grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every 7th grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforyou@fwymca.org.
27-23, Tigers down by 4, so it's a 2-possession game. Tigers will put the backcourt pressure on. Heritage will break. And they're going to send Alec Burton to the line, who was 6 for 7 in that first game from the free throw line. It's Max's 3rd foul. This is 1-1. And they get the miss. Gotta hurry. Down by 4. Irwin. No. Now, I'm very okay on that take.
Yeah.
You didn't have a lot of time. You got to get the first open look you can get. Gavin will put Kanapke back on the line. Kanapke was 0 for 2 in the first game. Has not been to the line tonight. And misses the front end. Tigers have got one timeout to work with. Riley Johnston lays it in. And the lead is 2. Timeout Bluffton. That'll be their last timeout.
Scott, once again, I'm fouling number 32 if he doesn't have the ball at all.
I hear you.
That's just what I'm doing. I don't allow anybody else to get the ball except for 32 or Kanapke. Maybe Kanapke, but still I think he has a better chance to make a free throw than 32, and I'm fouling 32 to get if he doesn't have the ball or not.
Well, again, just looking back in that previous game, 32 was 2 for 2 from the line. Kanapke was 0 for 2, and Kanapke has missed his first front end. So,
Either way, hey.
Maybe you're fouling Kanapke, right? But anyway, you got to get that quick foul. Hope he misses at least one. Here we go. 9.3 seconds to go. See what coach has got.
Good defense. Good defense.
All right. Well, you got the foul on Kanapke. Almost got the turnover. 6.6 seconds to go. Now, you don't have any timeouts. So on a missed free throw, you've got to get up the court and get a shot off in 6.6 seconds. And he makes it. Well, one more and it may be over if he makes the second. Tigers, 6.6 seconds to go. You got to hope for a miss, and you've got 6 seconds to get a three-point shot off. And Kanapke makes both. They will not get the lay-in, and the buzzer will sound. 29-25, Tigers with a game effort in the second half, but are going to fall by 4. We'll take a break, wrap things up.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of a memory.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Mentor, Marcus Morgan on the call here this afternoon as the Tigers fall 29-25. And a game that you kind of feel like we let an opportunity that we let slip away. I thought we played very well defensively. Certainly in the second half, I think they did everything that we asked them to do in the halftime. But just not enough. I mean, we had more than a handful of open looks in the interior. We couldn't get them to drop. And we had them on the cusp. But when you go an entire first half with 6 points, it's tough.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about this game and the last game is we didn't let their defense kind of, in the second half, discourage us from, trying to develop our offense and trying to find out what we can do and what shots we can take. I think we competed so well in the second half. I think we competed well overall in the game, and that really showed it losing by, 4 at the end of the game. So credit to our guys and credit to Jay County, or Heritage. They just they play well. They play good basketball, and I think we're a good competitive matchup for them. And I think one of these times we're going to get them. So this our last matchup together, and I think still, I just like to see the progress that from last game to this one. That's the best part about this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one thing we got to keep in mind when you look at this game and you look at the offensive output in the first half, we've got 2 guys coming back from illnesses.
Yep.
I mean, we're talking about guys that could not play on Thursday night, and you're asking them to bounce back and come back and play on Saturday.
Yep.
And obviously they did, but you're not getting 100% from those guys, just due to health reasons.
Yeah.
Evans coming back from a thigh bruise. I don't know where he would characterize himself in terms of being 100% or not, but you got those guys coming back from injuries. Once again, Everett, a tough time staying on the floor, and I don't know that coach had him in the entire fourth quarter.
I don't think so. And that's the unfortunate part about where he can set the team when he's not on the floor. They need him on the floor to, help close out games and get them opportunities to close out games. But going back to Everett, showing about his toughness, there's no way he's 100%. Talking to my mom earlier before the game, and she just said that she talked to his mom, just said he just wanted to go out there and play and compete because he knows sitting out games he doesn't like to do because he's such a competitor. And his thigh, I'm sure, is not 100%, but he wasn't going to be able to express that to you because his competitive nature and how big of a competitor he is. So credit him for going out.
Yeah, so absolutely. I mean, there's certainly good things that you can walk away from, but it's just one of those, man, I felt like we had the chance to take out a 12-2 team tonight, had a couple of things bounced our way, and, hey, it didn't happen. I mean, there's some things we're going to learn from this game. Girls are out on the floor kind of walking through their final practice before they head on up to Eastside. Hopefully we'll get Coach up here to talk to us to wrap things up. But here's the final stats. I'm not quite sure I got all these exactly right. I may have missed one here. I've got Bumgardner with 2, Coral with 7, Riley Johnston with 7, and Jonathan Irwin with 9. And that does add up to 25. But I'm thinking that Gavin King had a field goal in there that maybe I missed and credited somewhere else. For Heritage, they held Alec Burton to 2. He had 18 in that first game. Parker Tracy 1. Lamar Hudson 2. Hudson had 10 in that first game. 3 Patriots with 5. Keese, Mitchell, and Beard all with 5. And Kanapke finishes with 9. So we held this Heritage squad to 10, 8, 5, and 4 by quarter. Now, again, I mean, they played pretty conservatively. They took a lot of time off the clock on each possession, so they certainly weren't out there trying to run the score up. But still, when you hold a team that's 12-2, now 13-2, to 29 points, and 12 of them were in the first quarter, you're doing something right defensively.
Yep. I agree.
So the Tigers look like they're out. We're waiting to see if Coach is pretty up here pretty quick.
And I think at this point in the season, you get him in the locker room, you're kind of in and out, and I think that's what he likes to do, you know, quick conversation and you're done, because I think I know Coach understands at this point, you know, there's no reason to, you know, keep repeatedly going over things like that. So,
well, again, the girls will be in action tonight at Eastside. They're out on the floor warming up. They will battle for a sectional title. They'll be taking on Canterbury. Marcus, you want to run down there, see if you can see if Coach is down there? We'll send Marcus down there to find Coach and try to wrap this thing up. 29-25 is your final. We're in that double D home improvement. Here comes Coach. And we lost Marcus, so. Coach making his way up, and we'll get things wrapped up, pack up our gear, and start heading north to Eastside. Welcome, Coach.
Flying solo today.
Well, Marcus went out to see if he could find you. We weren't sure if you knew we were up here, so he's probably out looking for you.
No, that's good. That's good. We snuck up the back way here. So,
well, I tell you, this is one of those games where, man, you felt like you could pull one away here, and just not enough shots falling.
Yeah, we
get it done.
We struggled so much in the first half offensively. I mean, we got some decent looks at the basket, just didn't go down early. And then, again, a team like Heritage, kind of like Jay County, you get behind, it just kind of grind away at you. I mean, they're just really good with the basketball. They don't really turn it over. They don't take bad shots. So you've got to be really, really efficient on both ends of the floor and capitalize when you have the opportunities to capitalize. I know at one point in time in the fourth we had it. I want to say maybe to a 4-point game or something like that. And had two possessions in a row. One we had a turnover, one we had a missed shot, and it's just we're kind of right there and just weren't able to kind of capitalize on those two possessions. And they kind of hit a free throw or two to kind of keep us at bay a little bit. But I enjoyed the way our guys kind of continue to battle through it. Again, it is a difficult thing when your offensive game is not going to continue to stay with it mentally and physically. And I thought our guys did that. People are going to look at the game and see 29-25, and I just don't know if people understand how really good Heritage is on both ends of the floor, that they just don't beat themselves. And today, they may not have had their A game today. They missed some free throws kind of down the stretch. It kind of kept us at opportunities, so to speak, but they hit the big ones at the end that they needed to. They take care of the basketball so well. They rebound. They got good size. Defensively, they're just really, really solid. But I like the way we played in the second half. I like the way we played with a little sense of purpose, a sense of urgency. We were more efficient in the second half, obviously. I think we scored maybe the first three, maybe four possessions of the half.
Yep.
And again, I told our guys that it's the same as the last time you played them. You're going to outplay them here a little bit in the second half, and you're going to look up and you're still going to be down because you've dug yourself such a hole. You cannot get in the point to where you think that you're going to hit a 7-point shot or an 8-point shot. It's either a 2 or a 3 or a 1. That's all you can get, and you have to just be efficient in those possessions when you have them. And when you kind of capitalize on that, then you got to settle down defensively and continue to work. And you got to stay with it because it's going to be a long possession. You can't relax. You got to stay with that entire possession. I thought we rebounded better in the second half. I thought we did a lot of really, really good things in the second half against a really good team. And again, I know it's kind of, it's a loss, but it's something I think that we're still kind of in a direction to where we have things that are positive each and every time that we're coming out here. We're getting some good stuff done. We're just not getting enough done in order to win. But I think we got some games coming up that we can do that with. But it's going to take a concerted effort out of all of our guys every single day in practice to continue to plow forward and not have any of these hiccups where we kind of step back a little bit.
Yeah, and I know Marcus and I at halftime we talked about the fact that you're not going to get a lot of offensive chances in the second half. and you really got to limit them to kind of one and done.
Yep.
Which I thought we did very well.
We did.
And they're going to go down there and they're going to burn a minute off the clock every time they've got the basketball.
Yep.
And
they did.
They effectively did that.
They did. And again, they put themselves in a position to where they can play and control the tempo of the game. And it's so much easier to play the game with the lead than it is to play from behind. And they dictated the tempo. They dictated the pace of what it was going to be because they were able to jump out to that lead. And again, we just missed some decent shots early in the game. I know Max missed a layup. I know JJ had an open three that he missed, and we missed a couple of free throws in the first half that kind of, when you keep digging yourself that hole and it kind of plays with your mind a little bit. I was glad to see at halftime coming back into the second half that they went on. They put it behind them and they played and they moved forward. And our second half was a really good performance. But you're right, when they have the lead like that, they're going to burn a minute each time down the floor. They're going to take a great shot. We limited them to one. We contested their threes early in the third quarter. They missed them. We were able to get defensive rebounds, and then we were able to score on the other end of the floor, which kept us in the opportunity to kind of get back in it. And, down the stretch, again, I thought we were doing some good stuff. Riley makes a big basket as he's attacking the rim hard. And it's kind of always, it's hard for kids sometimes to understand just, you're down 4, you're down 5, whatever it may be. You need a good look at the basket, whether that's a 2 or whether you don't necessarily need a 3 because you're down more than one possession. You need a good look at the basket, and typically if you're attacking the rim, that's going to create probably your outside shot. We can't have a perimeter pass and then shoot it. We've got to have something that's downhill towards the rim that gets the defense to have to help. If they don't come in and help and stay on your shooters, then you got to be able to get to the rim and finish it or get fouled. And I thought we did a little better job of that. And I really appreciate the way the guys kind of just went a possession at a time and didn't worry about trying to make everything up all at once. They kind of just methodically kind of stayed with it against a team that forced them to be methodical. It's hard to know that, you're going to play defense for 45 seconds every single possession, and you got to do everything right in those 45 seconds. And they're a team that's experienced, that's really good ball handlers. If you make a mistake in the second pass, they'll capitalize. You make a mistake in the 7th pass, they'll capitalize. You make a mistake in the 12th pass, they'll capitalize. They're just really efficient in what they do. And, again, for our guys to kind of continue to battle back through that stuff during the second half, really proud of them. Hopefully we get this illness behind us. We've got 3 weeks now to kind of barrel down and kind of get at it. I think our sectional is an open sectional right now. I think there's no team that's really kind of solidified themselves as kind of the favorites. And you got to put yourself in a position in the next 3 weeks to get yourself some confidence, get yourself some momentum to go into that in that last week of February, first week of March, to give yourself the best opportunity you can.
Yeah, and again, people are going to look at the score 29-25. But one of the things you have to factor in is that we do have 2 guys coming back from illness. We got Evan. I'm sure he's not 100% back from his injury. You're taking on a team that's 12-2, and
yep, they're a very good basketball team. I mean, it's a thing where again, I'm proud of the way they kind of stuck with it. I mean, I kind of keep saying it over and over, but again, that's the stuff that starts building the confidence and trust between teammates of kind of staying with it. Things are going to go bad, and things are not going to always go your way. And we've got to do a little better job of keeping our composure and going on to the next play and kind of letting it go a little bit. And sometimes it's something where you want them to think about it, but at the same time, when you're in the game, you got to let it go. You may be burning on the inside, but on the outside, you got to look calm, and you got to look poised in what you're doing. So, I appreciate the way they kind of just stuck with it and battled all the way through it. We had some guys play a lot of minutes tonight. Again, we battled some foul trouble with Everett. Again, those are just things that we've just got to kind of continue to overcome, and our next guy kind of stepping up. I thought, Cole and Gabe gave us some size to start the game with this morning, and they did a really good job as well. It's just going to take a concerted effort out of all 9 of them every single day to kind of continue to chip away and make short improvements and gain some momentum here in this last 3 weeks of the season.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks
as
always,
Coach. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep.
All right, we'll get Marcus back up here, and we'll close things out. Well, Marcus, let's wrap things up. WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. I've got Jonathan Irwin with 9, Riley Johnston with 7, Max had 7. Where are we going with this?
Yeah, I think we go with Jonathan Irwin. I think he kind of picked up where he picked up from the last game in terms of, being the guy earlier in the game, he had to take care of the ball, be the main ball handler with the starting lineup. So, yeah, I'm really liking his aggressiveness, taking the ball off the dribble and, looking for a shot. So, yeah, I think he rightfully so gets it.
All right, Jonathan Irwin is your WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. We're going to wrap things up quickly as we got to head up to Eastside.
I was told to tell you by Mr. Thompson, game starts at 7:30. So.
All right, very good. Appreciate that. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you for helping out this morning. Marcus is going to a family event, so we're not going to have him this evening, but Michael Vanderkolk had volunteered to help out. We'll see you in a couple hours. You got time to help me break?
Yeah, definitely.